Good morning, everybody. So I just got back from the 5K. I know there was mentoring this morning, but I am obnoxiously late and I don't want to get in anyone's way. So because it is supposed to rain, I'm going to go ahead and get my girls out of the way. We're just going to do the nukes so I can check the status. I have one that I'm pretty sure might be ready. So we're going to check it to see what we got. Oh, come on. Oh. Oh, come on. I love this hive, but this top is a pain. There we go. Looks pretty full. All right. All right, so they... Ooh. That's just the way to make your bees mad. This one's definitely slidey. Alright. Alright, so I don't see Her Highness. So we got some eggs in there. Beautiful pollen. They haven't quite worked on this side yet, so, but they're getting close. I would say in a couple weeks, this one might be a good contender. Alright, so this one has a queen, I would almost say a hatched queen cell. It's nothing in it. Good tight brood. They're definitely building these little cells, so I need to see what's up with this. That's just an empty cell. The thing with having your nukes so close together, there's like nowhere to put your frames. Y'all are buzzing me. Alright, let's see this next frame. Alright. Good. Very nice brood. This one's about to have a huge hatch. I would actually say this one's ready. It all depends on what I see on these next two frames. Come on. Now I'm only going through this because I just want to make sure I have no queen cells. With this tighted brood she's got. Just making sure. Oh, here's Her Highness. There she is. Looks beautiful. And I can actually see the other frame from here while keeping an eye on her. So, I think this one is a good contender. Let's see if I need to turn this frame around real quick. I'm going to. I'm doing this to kind of tell them, hey, I know you know what you're doing, but I want to see more of this. I'm going to push her over there gently. So this one is really good. I would say in a couple weeks. Maybe not even. Marla, this one might be one of yours. Marla and Gypsy. I personally like to see a good 4 full frames and a frame and a half like this. Like if this was the only thing not built out and I could see that they're starting to build those up, I would say this one's ready. But since they have a whole nother side to do, we're going to let those babies come out. We're going to let them build some more brood. Then it will be ready. But your queen looks really good. And this one, so very good, very pretty. Oh, healthy stick. Alright, watching those bees crawl up the side. We'll let them go back in for a second. Clear as much of this off as possible. And then wiggle, wiggle, wiggle so we don't get any. That feels pretty good. Alright. So I liked that one. Very good. So we're going to say queen plus eggs. We're going to say 2 weeks. I think in 2 weeks that one will be good to check. Alright. So I need to go back on this one. Back is in the back side of it. Not sure moving my doors every other matters. It's actually kind of annoying for me. Alright, let's see how this one's doing. The lid was easy to pop. I guess maybe I should work this one from the side. Alright. Yep. We had a roofer come out yesterday, and the only thing the estimator was a little worried about was the beehives. Don't blame him. But I said unless you go up and pretty much kick them, you should be fine. Alright, they're working on that. So I'm not going to turn it because clearly I can see they're busy. Alright, we got eggs, so I'm not going to worry too much about it, only because we do have eggs, clearly. I don't want to bug them too much, but yep, we got eggs, so we'll put this one back. one more hopeful look. So this one's not quite ready, probably another month, just because they have not quite as much built out on these last two. So, and since I found eggs there, I'm going to stick this right here. We'll move it over one. There we go. All right. So not quite as ready, but we saw eggs, so yay. Alright, so this next one, bees are way out on front. We're going to put it right there. Wonderful, ladies. I'm going to say this one's ready. Just for the sheer amount of bees. But we'll see what we see. On tool. Oh yeah, this one's ready. This one has to be ready. Just checking. Yeah. Look how beautiful that is. Yep. That one's ready. That one is so ready, it's wanting to swarm. Because that's a beautiful looking queen cell right there. Alright. Let me figure out what I'm going to do. If I can find her, I might move her into a little nook. If I can't find her, then I may let them leave it if I don't see eggs. Because she should... Alright. Alright, so they have a queen cell. Pull that right there. I'm gonna pull this last one. It's packed. Uh-oh, hold on. Hello?
You're not afraid right now?
No?
How many kids is that? About 40,000 right now, the big boxes. 40,000. Smaller ones are probably about 40. No, right now I'm actually making more bees. Oh. We're going to start making honey at the end of April, probably. Yeah, absolutely.
When an officer stops by your house, you stop what you're doing to talk to them. Alright, so this one has eggs. I think there's just so many bees I can't figure out where she's at. Alright, so I think what we're going to do is I'm going to go get a small nuke and some frames, and I'm going to split them a little bit. Alright, so this one's over ready, and I don't want to lose them, so I'm going to, if the new queen's in here, she can have this drawn out frame, so they can start piling in on there. Camera's okay. Last week my camera overheated. So just keeping an eye on that. Alright. this one has eggs. I'm hoping they're going to tell her if she's still in there to go to this one and start working it. Because I would love to see her move. Wow, they've piled on over there. That's good. Alright, let's look at this one again. Alright, so this is the one with the queen cell. And I don't see her. I'm just being very, because if I can find her, if she's still in here, I'm going to move her over and let them keep the queen cell. Alright, so hopefully they put her on here. I haven't seen any swarms, so I'm looking on the wall to see if maybe she got put on the wall. Because like I said, I would really like to move her. I haven't looked at this one in a hot minute, so let's look at this one. There she is. All right. So, she is on this one. Which means we're going to move this one. because they clearly think they need to swarm. All right. All right. All right, so what we're gonna do, since they are gonna have a little hatch out, all right. Give that one as much room as possible. There we go. So now what this one has, queen cell, let's see, queen, new. Alright, so now that there's less bees, they will so now that there's less bees, they'll hopefully go inside versus staying outside, especially with the rain coming today. And we'll give them a couple weeks and let them figure out that new queen that they're going to be making, that they had to have for some odd reason. Probably because they're ready to go. Come on. Alright. Let me go add some more fuel to this. So, this may not be the right decision, but we're going to put this right here. because it was in this one to begin with. So I don't know if I made the right decision on that, but it's what I am. All the bees, yes. It's what I'm going with. So we're going to see how this one's doing. By outward appearance, it does not seem ready at all. If anything, they're struggling. So what I probably should have done was take that queen cell and put it over here and take out their queen, but all these are new, so some of them. So I already know that one. So let's just see how they're doing. It's just a late bloomer, not necessarily bad. There are a good 3 framed of bees in here, so. I would like a little light. Oh, there's eggs on this one. Alright, so we're good. Oh, there's my queen. So she's just a little late bloomer. Here she is right at the top. So they're doing good. I would give a few more weeks on this one. Alright, make sure I can see her. There we go. So again, a couple more weeks. I'm curious, because this lid needs to go. Will this fit? No. Alright, we need a new lid for this one stat. Yeah, new lid definitely is needed. Alright. We're gonna move you guys. Alright, working on number 5. Oh. Not quite ready. So yeah, they're not ready because of that. Let go of my glove. Yeah, not ready. A little bit of brood. No eggs in the cells that you would think should have eggs, so we're going to keep going. Eggs. Yay. Alright. I'll be happy with just eggs. I don't need to see the queen. Once I see eggs, I'm good. A little over a month for that one. Definitely. Alright, moving on. So they possibly were swarming because this is that time of year for it. Also, that means I did not put them into a 10 frame box, so they were thinking they were too small, or the house was too small for them, so they were basically like, alright, time to move. That's kind of what that happens. That's why we split them, to try to get them to go, let's not do that. Queen Bee has some, yes. So yeah, and really it's not necessarily a bad thing, it's just also that time of year. I'm glad it kind of happened, because honestly I'd rather not have someone take this and then 2 weeks later have it swarm. So, which is what I was worried about this one. Hold on. Come on. Oh. Alright, now I can see. But I don't like this tool. My issue is I like to be able to see where if I'm squishing bees. Oh, what pretty little brood. Alright, so eggs on the outside. Looking good. Alright, so this one is definitely ready. Just from the amount. It doesn't have too many bees. It doesn't have an overabundance of bees. And upon further thinking, I'm thinking this pink one probably should not. That one's good and ready. That pink one actually should be a regular one, which I do have. So that has eggs. Alright, 2 more. The swarming hive will take the queen that's there, and the bees that are left will be the ones making the new queen. Let's see. The thing with, I think these are telescoping lids. They're hard to get into when they purplize them. Alright, not ready, but getting there. I guess it's getting closer to raining. I can't hardly see squat. All right. Not too thrilled with that, but we're just gonna that one had more queen cells in it, so obviously they're just wanting to be swarmy, so. Alright, let's go do the last one. So far, not too bad. Yeah, they split. They actually are. What we're trying to do when I split, or what I'm trying to do when I'm splitting them, and all beekeepers do, is when we try to split them, we're trying to, I guess, we're trying to prevent them from splitting themselves, but also trying to curb it a little bit. We're gonna wow, a little spicy. There, have some of that for the spice. I know, you're telling me the weather is bad. This is all filled out. Oh, and there's our queen. So we're gonna gently put her back. That one's ready. I didn't think it was, but they've got all this and the other side built out and polished for her, so she's probably making her way over, which means this one is full. I'm pretty sure of it. So that was it for the day. The only other thing I'm going to do, and it's just going to be I'm going to change out that pink box to a blue box, because I do have one, and there's enough bees. It just, as I was working the other hives, I thought, she's already a mated queen. That's usually a mating nuke, or could be used for one. She's clearly kicking it into high gear as well, so we're just going to give her a big box and let her go to town with whatever she's making. I meant to put her with just one frame of brood, or excuse me, I did put her with one frame. I meant to put her with 2 empty frames, that way she'd have some time to work out, but I already had a frame in there when I found her. So I think just giving her a big box, also making her feel like she's got a bigger castle, you know, might make her less wanting to swarm. So we're going to go ahead and upgrade their little palace to Taj Mahal. So other than that, I hope everyone has a great rest of their Saturday and stay dry.